Alright guys, this is the training for local fundraising directors here with Mobile Game Fundraiser, where we're changing the game in the fundraising industry. Now, local fundraising directors are individuals that have been hand selected to share the mission and vision of Mobile Game Fundraiser powered by Game Loot Network. Although anyone can become a game ambassador, only few will become local fundraising directors with Mobile Game Fundraiser for the simple fact that it must be earned through hard work, consistency, and a display of the highest level of ethics and integrity. To be a local fundraising director, you must be willing to serve your local community and its amazing people and organizations for years to come. Our mission and vision here with Game Loot Network. Our mission is to provide nonprofit organizations, business owners, and individuals with a unique fundraising model, leveraging the multi-billion-dollar mobile game industry. And that's exactly why we've developed Mobile Game Fundraiser. And our vision over the next 5 years is to help at least 5,000 nonprofit organizations surpass their fundraising goals in cooperation with community leaders and business owners. This will create a ripple effect for generations to come. Now, our training is very simple. We focus on our clients' needs above our own. We make our conversations about them, their mission, their vision, along with their challenges and how we can help them overcome their challenges. We will utilize simple tools to communicate effectively, consistently, and in a timely manner with these organizations, so no group in need of fundraising will fall through the cracks. Zig Ziglar said, "If you help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want by default." Now guys, we're using some simple tools to have these communications and be effective here with Mobile Game Fundraiser as local fundraising directors. Now, these tools are very simple, as I put it. The nonprofit info and intake sheet. This is used to organize preliminary research on the organization, to track calls, appointments, and to intake notes from the Mobile Game Fundraiser cold call script. Now, the script will guide you through your phone call with the fundraising decision maker for the organization and will help you with forming the team's custom plan in setting up a three-way call. And finally, the custom Mobile Game Fundraiser sheet is used after the cold call takes place with the decision maker for the group, and it helps to visually break down how to achieve the organization's custom Mobile Game Fundraiser. And we're going to get into the physical sheets here. The nonprofit information and intake sheet, okay? It's broken down very simply. If you're approaching a group, okay, and if you want to target a specific group that you want to work with within your community, here's what you need to do firsthand. You need to do your research on the organization online to obtain critical information so that you don't go in blind talking to this organization. You don't go in with the wrong intentions. We're going in there trying to understand this group so that we can help them achieve their goals. In order to do that, we need to get their group name, contact name, email, phone number, website, address, and on top of that, you want to take additional notes from the website about the group's mission, vision, and any fundraising info they may have on their website or online. Now, be prepared, and this is a big one, guys. Be prepared to contact this group at least 20 times by setting appointments and following up appropriately. Now, if you're not willing to contact these groups at least 20 times professionally and appropriately, then this is not for you. Becoming a local fundraising director is not for you. Now, we're also going to track the date, time, notes, and we're going to set up following contact dates and times if and when applicable. Now, up over here, there are going to be 20 little boxes that allow you to take notes and to start setting up your next appointment. So if I had a first appointment here today, okay, and they told me that they won't be available for a week, I'm going to set up appointment number 2, okay, and set it around the date that you communicated with this group. Now let's say this date comes around, okay, a week later, and they're not picking up the phone when we had originally set up that call. Now I'm going to leave a voicemail, and I'm going to let them know that I'll reach back out to them within a couple of days. So now with that voicemail being left, the third contact is going to be a few days later, okay, and that's all planned out. So from 1 all the way to 20, okay, we need to be willing to communicate to these organizations over and over and over. And there's many reasons for that. The primary reason is that each one of these groups deserve this opportunity to create a legacy for their organization. Now, Mobile Game Fundraiser cold call script. From here, you're going to track the information that is received from your conversation. This information will be critical in setting up the organization's customized mobile game fundraiser. And basically, at this point, you're going to intake all of their information on the remainder of the sheet. And we're going to go into the script on the following page. Now, here it is, the mobile game fundraiser cold call script. Now, the way this works is, 1, you need to be prepared to take copious notes on the call. The way you do that is you have your space ready, okay, and available on your previous sheet, the nonprofit information and intake sheet. So these two go hand in hand, and you'll see how the third document will tie everything in. So to get started here, it's very simple. We're going to practice this over and over and over again as a team. Now there's a reason for this, because we need to be professionals and represent ourselves as such. Now, I'm not going to go into the entire script, and you guys will have access to the script entirely, but this is going to be something that we review together over and over so that we become good at it. And it's designed so that we can get in and out of conversations quickly without wasting the time of the person running the organization. But it's also designed so that you can make multiple calls and go through them quickly with a precise script. And we'll be able to review this on a person-to-person basis. And finally, and this is a really big one, when you capture all the information that you need that's going to be generated from the cold call script, now you're going to be able to pull information that is appropriate in setting up the organization's fundraising goal. Now, this is going to be very important, guys, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time here so I can break down an example. Now, I'm going to break down this example so that you guys can understand how important these questions are. Now, we want to understand their fundraising goal, and we want to start with a short-term goal and eventually work our way up to some larger goals. Now over here, we track off of that cold call script and conversation. We're going to be tracking all that information here as well. So let's say they have a goal of $1,000. Okay, $1,000 we're going to plug in right here into our sheet, and their time frame. Maybe they want to achieve that goal within 30 days. Now, we're going to notify them that with our mobile game fundraising program, we set them up to surpass their fundraising goals. And in order to do that, and also in order to get them paid consistently through Game Loot Network, we set up our fundraising timeframes in minimum 90-day runs. Okay, so that's at least a 3-month fundraiser. So we need to be upfront with these organizations and let them know, even if they have a 2-week time frame or a 30-day time frame or a 60-day time frame, we need to let them know that those results aren't typical, although they're possible. We want to set them up for their short-term goals to be around 3+ months, and we'll review that a little bit more in detail as I get towards the end of the document. So we're also going to look up the amount of people participating. Now, for a hypothetical example here, let's just say they're recruiting there's a total of 30 people that are participating in this organization, and the volume they would need, or the rank needed to hit $1,000 in upfront bonuses would be Ruby 3. $150 at Ruby 1, another $300 at Ruby 2, and finally $600 at Ruby 3 amounts to $1,050. So they will definitely surpass their fundraising goal, and the way the compensation plan pays out, they'll receive that funding within 3 months time frame after the rank is achieved and maintained. So with that being said, that's why we structure all of our goals to be more spread out. So the volume per person per day to achieve that goal, it's very simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of paper so I can show you a breakdown. Now, this document right here, okay, you can't really see it too well, but let's see if I can get a little bit closer right here. No, that's not quite going to work, guys, but it's okay. I can read it for you. Let's say their goal is $1,000. They have 30 days they want to achieve it, and we're expanding that to 90 days. Now, with 30 people, to achieve 3,900 in volume, each person needs about 130 volume. Now, if you look at that and you're able to get out your calculator, that's going to be very handy in setting up our plans with these organizations. Let's see if you can see the calculator. Okay, great. So that's 3,900 in volume divided by 30 people, and that would amount to 130 in volume. That's per person. Now, let's say we divide this by 90 days. They really only need less than 2 volume per day per person. Now, if we just round up to a Premier Gamer per person per day, that's really 10 volume per day. So they'll get there a lot faster. Now, if we have 10 volume achieved per day by 30 people, that would be 300 volume a day that the organization could be generating on the days they're fundraising. Now, if they do this every single day, okay, we're going to start with 3,900. We're going to divide that by 300 per day generated by their group. If they were just going after Premier Gamers, by the way, it's just the minimum. That would only take them 13 days time to hit their goal and their rank, okay, that they need to achieve that $1,000 goal. So in about 2 weeks, an organization of 30 going after one Premier Gamer per day can achieve the rank of Ruby 3 in 13 days. Now, the beauty of this, okay, and I'm going to elaborate on that, guys, is that at Ruby 3, they're making $30 per day. You multiply that by 30 days, and they're at 900. Now, in 2 weeks' time, they hit their goal, and they're going to collect their upfront bonuses. Now, the icing on the cake, guys, and I'm going to read a little bit more about that. The icing on the cake that allows them to surpass their goals are going to be the daily commissions paid out every Friday and every month, along with additional funds that can be earned through builder bonuses. So these organizations are going to be able to earn even more by setting them up to achieve their fundraising goal using Game Loop Network's level up bonuses. Now, by setting them up with the level up bonuses first, they will definitely surpass their goals with the additional daily commissions and the builder bonuses in time. Now, understand that the plans are designed to range from 3+ months for short-term fundraising goals, 6 or more months for midterm fundraising goals, 12 or more months for long-term fundraising goals, and all the way through 18+ months for legacy fundraising goals. And you understand there's now a progression that's being displayed here. We really don't want to start a group out on a goal that is going to be beyond a short-term goal. We want to start them here so we can show them that this fundraising model works, and we want to get them this short-term goal accomplished and surpassed. Now, as we move from a short-term fundraising goal and build confidence in this type of fundraising model, we can move forward and approach a midterm fundraising goal. Now, I'll break that down according to Game Loop Network's compensation plan, okay? And the way it works. From midterm fundraising goals, we'll move on to long-term fundraising goals, and only when we hit some long-term fundraising goals will we then move on toward legacy fundraising goals. And those are going to be broken down based on the compensation plan, as I previously stated. And let's see if I can break this down here, if it's visible at all. Yeah, it won't be too visible, guys, but the compensation plan is going to guide you here, and I'm going to read it for a second so you guys can understand the different ranks and the way they're paid out. Again, refer to the compensation plan. But anyone that hits Ruby will be paid out the following Friday along with their weekly commissions. And from Ruby 2 all the way through Sapphire 3, bonuses earned in a calendar month will be paid out in 3 monthly payments beginning the 15th of the following month. So any of their goals from Ruby 2 all the way to Sapphire 3 in upfront level up bonuses are considered short-term fundraising goals, and we shoot for a 3-month time frame. Now, when we are dealing with midterm fundraising goals, that involves anywhere from Emerald all the way through Emerald 3 level up bonuses, and that takes place over 6 months, 6 equal monthly payments for each one of these ranks that it is